Hey everyone, gonna do a little walk around of my 2002 Honda S2000 that's for sale. I've owned this car for about 13 years, maybe going on 14 now. It's hard to remember how long it's been. I'm the second owner. I bought it with 83,500. It's got just shy of 101,000. This is in Vermont, and it's actually Easter Day, so I'm gonna give you a little walk around. The car is in really good shape. There is one paint ding here from my wife's car hitting it. So that happened the first year I owned it. And I've had some PDR to kind of clean up that as much as I could, but it's not very noticeable. The car is pretty clean. No real dents or dings. It's always stored inside. Actually just came out of storage this week. Car was painted a little bit on both sides. The previous owner lived on a dirt road. You can see a little bit of overspray in here and in there. The only other noticeable spot was a little bit here, just on the scowl, that I noticed, before I bought it. And you'll find that on the other side as well too. But the paint's been really good. Nothing over here really. If I take it to the back, let's see a small amount of overspray in there. All the fenders, all the quarter panels are all good. All have the original rubber. No real defects other than that. The top is new. It's a Robbins top I had put on for a professional. It's the same OEM look. It does have the rear window with the defrosters. I did replace the elastics inside so it falls back completely and retracts. I did do brakes, front and rear, new rotors, new pads when I bought it. I only drive about 1,000 miles a year, so it hasn't really needed to be replaced yet. Rotors all look pretty good shape. Pads have plenty left on them. These are new wheels I bought last year. I forget the brand name, but they kind of look like a V2 version, but they're still 16-inch, so they're still OEM size with the Continental Extreme Contact tires. I kind of like them. I still have the OEM wheels as well too, with tires on them. So those can come with the car if anybody wants those too. Those are in pretty good shape. A little bit of clear coat peeling, but not much. Headlights are in good shape. Take it down so you can see the front. A little stone chip here. You can see that. And that, it's pretty clean. Maybe stone chip here, here. Liners all look good. And the rockers look good. The windshield was replaced 2 years ago, only because it had a few stone cracks in it, or stone chips in it. No cracks per se, but I want to make sure that got cleaned up. Original spare is still there. Whole tire kit's all here. Everything looks clean. Underneath here, car's never been in an accident, has a clean Carfax. Take it inside. So, I've replaced all of the seat covers, the bolsters on the originals were getting a little worn. So I replaced them all with kind of an OEM looking leather. The only thing I did do was I did do a red contrasting stitch, just to brighten it up a little bit, I guess. I did change up this pad, this gaiter, and this to kind of match. They all have the same red stitching. When I did the seats, I also put in heated seat heaters for both the back and the bottom. So those are two positions, both seats. I did change the radio and the radio door. I do have the original door, it's black. This is the, I believe, the CR version. It just adds a little bit in here. I changed this to a Pioneer head unit. I do have the original radio, if anybody wants that as well. I did add this. It's a great place to kind of keep my phone when I'm driving. This is Bluetooth, and it does have the connection from the Modify company, where all the side controls all continue to work with this radio, and it does speed sensitive, volume, whatnot. The other thing with the radio is I did purchase a kit that put 6.5-inch speakers into the headrest loops behind there, so it kind of mimics what the later S2000s had, but I think it's a better speaker all around. The doors are the original speakers. I did buy new ones this year to replace them with, but haven't done that yet. And they sound fine, so there's no rush there. Let's pop the hood. Okay, so the hood is up. Let me give you a little walkthrough of what we've done. New battery a couple years ago. I believe it's a 2019, as you can see from the sticker. The car has had its clutch replaced. Didn't actually need it. I brought it to S2000 forum member by the name of Billman, who's really well respected from what I had heard, and he did an excellent job. So it actually has a new clutch put in, resurfaced flywheel. We greased all the linkages, put it all back together, gave it a once over. We actually did the rear axle torquing, that I guess they came out with a TSB later, and so he had that taken care of. And I also had him do a valve adjustment, and we checked all the retainers to double check to make sure there was no cracked retainers. So it still has the original retainers, but the spring retainers, but they all are in excellent condition, so there was no need to actually change those. Of course, we put in a new valve cover gasket after he got done the timing, and I did put in new spark plugs a couple years back. Still running the original air filter box, the OEM air filter. All the fluids were changed, differential, transmission, all the antifreeze, and of course I run synthetic oil in the car, change it every fall before we put it away, and run fuel stabilizer because it's up here in the north. The only other thing I did do was I did have Billman put in a new timing chain tensioner. So this is, I can't remember the exact model that he described it as, but that was installed by him and adjusted at the time, and we haven't had any problems with it. And there was a little bit of noise from it at startup in the prior to that, and I think it was just at the end of its adjustment level for the OEM version. So this one's been great. Serpentine belt was replaced several years ago as well too, and I like to kind of spray the whole engine bay down with like a film protector for the winter, just to make sure that I don't get any surface rust. And it seems to help. I know the VTEC solenoid has a little bit of surface rust on it, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. All of the VIN numbers and the tags are in place. Let's see if I can remember where they all are. 1, 2, 3. I think they're in the back. 4. 5. 6. 7. I don't know, can't remember which other ones I'm missing, but they're all there. So let me know if I'm missing it and where else to look, and I can show those to you too as well. This is it. I'll do a cold startup video for you as well too.